Hey guys, what's up? In the last video I showed you my new bike, a 1982 Honda. As you saw, it has a lot of problem, big and small. I already fixed many of them, and in this video I'm going to finish the rest. And finally I show you some electrical tricks. Let's start. I picked up some essential parts: fork boots, choke cable, ignition switch, turn signals, fork oil seals, new bolts, and a few other things. First, let's change the front fork oil seals. First, remove the fork from the bike and clamp them in the vis. Then loosen the top cap, take the spring out and drain the old oil. Next, remove the dust seals and remove the clip. I loosen the bolt at the bottom and the fork tube slide out. That's it. And take out all the internal parts and clean all the parts really well. To remove the lower bolts, begin a few light tap. Then open them with locking pliers. That's it. You can also remove the oil seals like this using a wrench as a lever. Perfect. I washed everything properly. Now let's move on assembly. Before installing the oil seals, you need to grease them. To install new one, using the old oil seal like this. Perfect. Then we put all the other part back and pour in fresh oil. Move it up and down and wait for the air bubbles to come out. After that, we install the spring from the compressor side. Put the rest of the part into place and tighten the nut firmly. And after that, install the dust seal and fork boots. For the new bolts, it's better to use thread locker. That's it. Perfect. As you know, the wiring on this bike, it was really bad. So I rebuilt the wiring and soldered the important connection like this and wrapped the whole harness with high temp electrical tape. You can see. And here I add a strong nylon string to prevent the wiring from scratching and breaking. It's so nice. And this is a CDI unit socket. First, the ignition switch. And then the turn signals. Now the choke cable is really important in cold weather. Let's check it. Great. Now all these wires need to be connected here. Lights, turn signals, switch, and other. It's extra ground. It's done. I placed all the connector inside these bags. You can see? And I'm gonna use a regular headlight bulb because I'm not going to install the battery. And here I use a original regulator and rectifier. And also I added some extra ground. Now let's see if we have a spark. Yeah, everything looks good. And for this, for now I don't plan to open the engine. I'm gonna use this to see what happens. And the clutch of this bike is very soft. You can pull it with one finger. It's great. Let's move on the carburetor. It's a Keihin 32mm PD carburetor. This carburetor is one of the best and most precious Keihin carb. Look, it has a needle that is pre-filled directly into the combustion chamber when you open the throttle. See? Which improves speed and acceleration. It's really nice. These two wires are supported to connect the battery. Let's check the output. We have an output. The light is okay and the regulator is fine. Let's check the blinkers. Wow, the blinkers won't work because it has a battery. And horn doesn't work properly. Let's check the charging voltage using a multimeter to see the regulator is fine or not. Everything is perfectly healthy. The regulator is perfect. As you see, even the regulator is fine. The turn signals and horn won't work without battery. As you know, on kickstart bikes, especially off-road ones, battery usually don't last very long because of rock riding. I show you what you need to do. Let's go. For this we need a capacitor, a polarized capacitor. I write in more detail about this capacitor in description. As you know, the capacitor can store electrical energy and discharge it quickly. They also smooth out the voltage. All you need to do is connect the capacitor terminal respecting polarity inside of the battery. That's it. Negative to negative and positive to positive. Let's test it. Keep in mind, this method cannot replace a battery on electric start bikes. I explain more details in description. The capacitor I use, as you can see, is a 3325 volt electrolyte capacitor. I fully installed it and install it in place of the battery. Positive to positive, negative to negative. That's it. It's done. This is a high performance CDI unit I built myself. I'm going to use it on this bike. You can watch the full video and diagram on channel or from the link in description.
Thanks for watching. What you saw today is just the beginning. There's a lot more coming. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss the next project. Trust me, you won't want to miss it.